think of Joseph Campbell and the whole idea of the heroic journey, it's rarely a journey that's about love. It's about, deeds that have to do with conquering, domination, what have you. And so part of what I wanted to say to people is that living as we do in a culture of domination, to truly choose to love is heroic. To work at love, to really let yourself, understand the art of loving.
You say in the book there were revelations for you after the age of 40 about love. That there were insights you gained that you wished you'd had earlier?
Well, absolutely, because I think that like so many other people in our culture, I had very, very confused ideas about love. And, in the first book, All About Love, one of the ideas that was really hard for people to accept was that if somebody is abusing you, they're not loving you. I mean, you would think that would be a basic understanding most of us would have, but in fact, so many of us have been wounded in some way in our childhoods that we really need to cling to the idea that if someone hurts you, they can also be loving you.
What is your take on love that's different from others?
The person I loved spürst du es auch. Manchmal dreh ich mich und alles ist aus. Doch es bleibt mit dir. Und es bleibt mit dir.
Be mindful of how you're talking about groups. Be mindful of what you do and say. And what is really tragic is the way conservatives and right-wing forces have made political correctness something so negative that there's the kind of backlash now where people feel like, well, I shouldn't have to be mindful. I shouldn't have to think about what I'm saying. And that's too bad, because I think, the real freedom of democracy requires of all of us that kind of civility and courtesy where we are mindful, where we think about what we say, because we live in a nation that is incredibly diverse, and yet our language is incredibly binary, incredibly either or, so that we really have to work to be inclusive, Radical openness allows for the fact that you and I might totally disagree about some things, but there may be other things that we have a resonance and a harmony about. And I see the hope that I feel within my own self and with other people is that hunger for truth and for ways to live our lives more fully in a manner that's more fulfilling. But I'm one who believes in the outrageous pursuit of hope.